It looks like I'm supposed to get up top on this one, obviously. The next one up top there. But I can't. Because I think I need that little blue thing. But I'm not doing it correctly. I don't know how I would do it. Okay, so we're gonna try to get that. Okay, so we're gonna do what I was doing before, but I think I'm just messing up something really small. So I think maybe I just have to fall on him. Yeah, that didn't work. So maybe I have to dash on him? Because if I jump, then I use the jump. Unless if I press the jump button near him, it won't use this little special jump up, high jump thing. Let's see, let's try that instead. Okay, so I'm gonna get in his range. Aha, I got it, okay. So now we jump, there we go. Pro gamer right here. Okay, so I think we're gonna go this way now that we have this checkpoint. I'm so glad we got that because I immediately messed it up. Without fail. Again I did. Okay, so I think we have to time this. I timed it perfect. I'm so glad I didn't do that. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna jump. Okay, whew, I thought I missed that. We got the ribat. Is there something underneath that? Oh, shoot. Ah! I wanted to get underneath. I don't think it's supposed to. There we go. There's nothing here though. What was the point in getting this thing? Oh. Okay, we're good. There we go. Another checkpoint. Oh my god, who is she? The platforming queen. Okay, so I don't know where we go. Do we go over here? I'm correct. Oh, look, here are the cornfields she was talking about. Is that a cow? Hello? It's an Isle Aroke. A spelunking cattle. There we go. Decoding data for spelunking cattle Isle Aroke. Is it Arak? Perhaps it has first ventured into the caves to lick salt from the walls, but now it grazes upon an unexpected grains processed in its many stomachs. Does it have two heads? Oh my god, I thought it did. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to do some wall running here. I messed up so bad. Okay, so I got past the wall jumping part, or the wall running part, where there was multiple walls. I ended up going through the settings, and there's an infinite dash setting you could turn on if you're having trouble with this, with a part and you're platforming and stuff. So I turned that on just to do that part because I was really struggling to do that. So I literally sat here for like 20 minutes. This video is going really long right now, so I'm gonna clip all that out, obviously. Okay, so from here, oops. All right. Okay, there we go. And I think we need to jump onto that. So then jump onto that. And then from here, jump there. And now we have another checkpoint. Okay, so from here, I have no idea where we're supposed to be going. Am I supposed to fall down right here? Or just fall down on the side right here? I think I'm supposed to fall down right here. Yeah, I think so. Uh-oh, more wall running. Okay, we're good. Am I supposed to connect with that right there? Oops, I fucked up. That's not good. Okay, so it was pretty simple. We just fall right here. Get the ribat. Wall run. Connect the ribat. Go here. Go there. Get the checkpoint right here. Go here. What is that? Ooh. So I need to connect or get this. I keep saying connect. I don't know why I keep saying connect. Amazon. No, it's not Amazon. It's Xbox Connect. Oh no, I messed up. Okay, so we need to get this. And I think from here, I think we need to land on top of this thing. Yep, like that. I think, but also I don't think. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. We are good. Mom? Hello, you three. I'm Chef Chief Lim. I said chef. I run the lab here in Bloomington, but you can call me G.I. G.I. I am so sorry. I see we all have some lineage in Taiwan, huh? That basically makes us family, right? Small world. Anyway, I do wish you could all stay in Bloomington longer, but I know you've got some to get filled in on all this Onyx stuff, so be sure to come on over to the USA another time, huh? The day I met Ingrid and Rio in person for the first time, I was surprisingly nervous, but my mom did a great job welcoming them. Oh, she's talking about, okay. So these are definitely memories. What do you want to do for dinner? Chinese? Maybe Thai. What about that new fusion place? The one that replaced the bakery? That one. I heard it wasn't that good. Their menu tries to make too many types of cuisine that they all taste bad. Oh, I still want to try for myself, though. What if we bring Mark along, expose him to some different types of food? I guess better than the crap they feed him at school, but if you're concerned about what Mark eats, you're always free to learn some of your mother's Chinese recipes, you know? Yeah, I know. I'm just busy. Well, I'm busy too, you know. We are also busy. I gotta do that one again, and then do there. Ooh, a checkpoint, checkpoint, checkpoint. Looks like a library? Looks like Ryu. Ryu, growing up, did you read a lot? Huh? Yeah, why? Do you ever have that feeling things were hopeless when you would look at a stack of English books and wonder if you'd ever be able to read them? In high school, I think so. I remember being confused by some novels, not to mention scientific papers. I did like to browse the English novels at the bookstore now and then, even though I couldn't understand them completely. Yeah, I get that. I used to want to read this one, Murder Mystery, but it was too hard to understand. I just kept sitting there wishing for its contents to just get into my brain. Did you get to read it eventually? Yeah, years later. It just took a ton of work and I couldn't figure out who done it. Knowing so many languages is strange. It's just made me more regretful about how many other human knowledge is in other languages, all the things I'll never be able to read. Ha, yeah, true, but at least we know more than one language, huh? Yeah, fuck. Not a lot of people know more than one language. I mean, a lot of people don't know more than one language. That's what I mean. Crap, I keep messing that up. You picked up that car, huh? Nice. Red really suits you. Pretty cool to get your first real paycheck, right? What's that? Oh, the car dealership doesn't give out free donuts anymore. I can't believe you still remember those. We go every now and then when you were little. They were from a local donut shop, but it actually closed while you were away for college. That and maybe the dealership had to tighten up that budget. Haha. I miss that Sunday morning smell of cheap coffee and donuts in the immaculate car showroom. So that's when she got her first car. I think there was like an enemy or something, or not an enemy, but a thing I could link with back there, but I'm not gonna go back. Ooh, it's another spinning one. This should be fun. Oh boy, this should be fun. Oh, another memory. Family of scientists. My parents grew up in Chicago suburbs, but they had and raised me here. And then I did the same with Amy. But my grandparents, they immigrated from Taiwan. What a coincidence, right? Amy's father and I both have the same roots. We've been back a few times, but I probably wouldn't live there, and neither of us speak any Chinese. Despite being the chief, Mom's always been so friendly to new hires. I wonder how she does it. Okay, so we did that. So from here, oh, I think we're supposed to go there. Okay, I didn't even see that when I crossed over there. I will not lie to you. There's a little road that I could go to over here. I don't know if I could reach that from here though. Can I? Maybe I can. Who is she? Timing Queen. Can I reach that? I think maybe later. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, so from here, we get that one. We don't get that one, apparently. Okay. Let's do that one more time, shall we? There we go. There we go. Wait, where am I going? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was so focused on getting them all that I didn't realize. I was like, where am I going? Okay, so let's get that one. And then we're gonna get that one. And then we're gonna turn around and go this way. There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted. And then through here. Isn't this where we started? Ah, no, it's not. Okay, it looked exactly the same. And we're gonna wall run, jump, dash, dash, dash. Perfect. I love those little purple buttons. I don't know what they are, but they're amazing and I love them. Wait. Okay, we do want to be here, yes. This looked like that road that I couldn't climb up, so I was like, wait. Are they little kids here? Kid 1. What do you think they do in that lab all day? I heard it's like military stuff. One of the kids in my class's uncle works there, and he says the uncle says it's related to medicine. But that's too simple, right? Yeah, why else would I have all that security? Exactly. What if it's like bioweapons or something, or mass manipulations of oil markets? What conspiracy videos have you been watching? My parents don't let me see any of that. They're not conspiracies. It's called deduction. I bet it's just something boring like computer security or something. Maybe I'll work there someday. Oh my gosh, do you think that's Ryu or Ingwen or Amy? You know, Amy, some moms really dream of this, walking to work with their daughter, the same career. When I raised you, I never wanted to force this career on you. I'd be happy no matter what you chose, but the lab in Bloomington's a great choice. Has a long history, great mentorship, and now you get to be a part of that history. Plus, you already know some of the scientists. Dr. Lee in particular is happy. Actually, that reminds me, he invited us over for dinner this week. Dr. Lee, family, yeah. My first day at work was so lucky to be welcomed by everyone. Cutscene. Okay, I think I'm gonna end after this cutscene because this video is gonna be like an hour. When I look at my lab on that hill near the highway, do I feel proud? We're helping our community, our state, our country, advancing science, also being able to work with Japan and Taiwan. That feels good. At the same time, there are unspoken rules like suspicion towards particular countries, the kind of stuff that floats around the laboratory and I just have to ignore. Maybe it's just the older generation's views and I can't do anything. I just have to take each opportunity I'm given and hope everything turns out well, I think. Sephonie, the virus, I'm really glad Ingwen and Rio are here to help. And guess where we're going for the summer? Japan. Say, didn't she used to live there? Yeah, I did. My father was in the Navy, but then we ended up here. Japan must be a lot better than the boring old Midwest, huh? I heard that everyone's clean there. Well, they both have their own appeals, and I'm pretty sure that some people are dirty. But have fun in Tokyo. It's a nice tourist place. Yeah, we will. It's my first time out in the country, actually. Do you think I'll need to know Japanese? I was dreaming about this trip for a long time, but then I realized the whole Japanese language thing. Probably not. Tokyo is super tourist friendly nowadays. I mean, you'll have fun, I'm sure. First time out of the country. Now that I think of it, my dad never left the USA till he was 30. Was that like a coworker, friend? Just remember, you three, this is all under high security clearance. None of the data can go outside of the labs without permission from our USA lab. I know that sounds stuffy, but it's how these government's contracts work. We get free reign to research, but for a while, the results are limited in reach. That's right, even if Ingwen or Rio needed data for other uses, I'd have to go through security in the USA first. I thought it was harsh, but sometimes it's how these international projects play out. That reminds me of the null virus data. What if the USA wants to be stingy with that info? I'm just confusing myself with these theoretical scenarios. So what is this? Is this another thing we have to link with? Okay, I'll end after this. So then I've done three. Andromeda? This must be the next one of the key species that Sephonie told us about. God, I just realized I'm pouring sweat. Deep waves of heat like a summer bonfire. Okay, let's link. Let's link. This is gonna take a bit. Alright, we did it! Aberrant Fuser Chondromeda. Amazing, this is a Chondromeda. Maybe I can rest just for a bit. Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right at all. It acts as a sort of miniature sun, injecting massive amounts of energy into the Sephonie ecosystem. Where did it come from? I don't freaking know. An Onyx Mindshare is coming. A light-speed highway opens its doors, thoughts, memories, feelings. Okay, so this is one of those things that we did in the past. The mind shares where they show memories. Amy Lim, your grandmother passed away in the last year of your high school. Each grandparent you lost felt one step closer to the inevitable, losing your parents. That was too much to even think about. Even though you're lucky to have and love both your parents and to have met all your grandparents, you don't know if you deserve your mourning. Like you, your grandmother was full Taiwanese, though you were never sure how much that mattered. She barely spoke Chinese, and it didn't seem to bother her even in the few family trips to Taiwan. At first, cultural differences in language made you feel that Taiwan was impossibly different from you. As you grew up, you learned Taiwan was not so different. I just skipped by accident, oops. Some of its companies even own notoriously unsafe plastic plants in the USA. Despite different food or religion, you felt a sort of cold logic that linked the two countries' fates. On the internet, you heard stories of your grandmothers passing down recipes and wisdom, but yours was a mostly supportive, well-liked scientist. One of these are actual pictures like the devs have from their memories. When you were young, you used to wonder if something was wrong with you or your family. Why didn't your parents have any recipes to share? Did I miss out on something? You'd wonder not having any deep-rooted ancestral traditions, but now you know that part of the culture that passes between generations is inevitably lost and transmission replaced. These days, culture shifts so fast, you wonder if there will be anything at all to pass down. A joke on the internet, a viral trend. You've tried watching videos on making particular Taiwanese dishes. The food tastes okay, but the connection feels superficial and act. I'm starting to get so tired, it's 4 a.m. So you focus on science, biology, acing every class, devouring research, seeking out internships. You realize that is something you can pass down like your grandmother before you. Scholarship, research, is that what your grandma had wanted to pass down? Was passing things down to family even important to her? You can only speculate, it's too late to ask. On a Sunday morning in October, you sat in your mother's SUV heading home after your grandmother's wake. Retired scientists, teachers, young children, all the disparate circles of people who wanted to say goodbye. The reality of your grandmother's loss finally hit you and you began to cry. Where were you? A friend asked the following Tuesday. I was sick. After the wake, Bloomington's public access live stream played on the SUV and on-car monitor, and the host cheery as ever. Hello everyone, it's me, Julie, your favorite correspondent on everything Bloomington, and yes, I am at the local Bloomington Oktoberfest setup, and it is looking like we're on the right track for a beautiful Saturday. The forecast is looking to be a breezy 78 degrees, unusually warm for this time of year, although you know it'll get cooler at night, so if you're planning on dancing, don't you worry. And oh look, the leaves are just starting to turn yellow, and with me today I have Jim, who, if I'm getting this right, is leading the event preparations this year. Hello, Jim. Yes, that's right, this is my first year as part of the local city planning council. So Jim, could you tell us a bit about what's new this year? Sure, Julie. Well, I'm happy to announce that after last year's issue with the lighting, the Bloomington Oktoberfest concert series will be back on. Oh, that's a crowd favorite. I heard that we've got Tim Sellers coming on. He's an employee of a local sandwich shop and plays acoustic covers every Thursday night. How about that? That's right, Julie. We even have local high school band Unrestricted Faithlessness playing. Oh, that sounds exciting. An EFC group playing this year who everyone's happy to have back. I remember them. The EFC stands for Extremely Fantastic. Oh, what was it again? Creations? Corn? Well, for our viewers at home, you'll just have to look them up online and figure that one out. It's a great community event, and we're happy to be holding it this year in the parking lot next to the mall. It is a little smaller than some of the other events we throw, like 4th of July celebration. Ooh, I love that one. But we've still got a good number of great vendors lined up. Bob's Ribs, Little Chen's, Ryan's Deli are all going to be there, and we have a number of organizations like the local Boy Scouts group and church. You haven't been to Oktoberfest since college. Maybe you'll stop by after work tomorrow. It is warmer after all. Julie's voice still narrating the local news reports after all these years. It brings you back to scattered childhood memories. You wonder if Oktoberfest would still feel like magic and text a friend to see if they're going. Driving home through one of the older neighborhoods, the evening sunlight cascades through the large oak trees, their canopies sheltering the road. Houses built last century still stand in orderly rows, their lawns neatly trimmed. Every time you cruise down this road, it reminds you of your senior year of high school. Your friend Carissa in the passenger seat complaining about this or that, glancing out the window until you reached her home, number 302. A few years after college, you heard her grandmother had died too. Although in her case, her grandmother had barely spoke English, so her grandmother found herself isolated amongst the sea of English in Bloomington. Carissa would often tell you all about the latest change in her grandmother's dementia. Once you wondered, why did she move out of Bloomington if she didn't speak English? Well, her daughter didn't speak enough Chinese to move to Taiwan, and so parent followed child. So what would it feel like to die like that, Carissa wondered. You'll probably never find out what it's like to die separated by an impenetrable language barrier. You feel lucky to not have to immigrate for financial or safety reasons. You know some people don't have a choice. Bloomington continues to change, its restaurants adopting trends from New York or Los Angeles. New condos pop up, attracting young couples. This is the fate of cities, and you mourn it a little, but at least your city gets to live on. After college, you tried living in America's big cities, but in the end, you couldn't find a way to rediscover that feeling of joy you would get, living in a place your family had been for generations, supporting the local businesses and their efforts. And now? Sometimes at night, you look out of your Bloomington condo, listening to the crickets and wondering if there was something you were meant for in the city, a purpose you weren't brave enough to own. While you lived there, you were exposed to so many new conflicts and problems, stuff your parents had only mentioned in passing. Headlines became real. You tried to take part in some local action, but the yearning for home proved too strong and you never formed roots there. The peaceful childhood you'd had, the education and safety, you realize how fortunate that had been. How could you not? Really, all you had to worry about were college entrance exams. And now, you're able to work on expensive cutting-edge research, travel to far-off places for field tests, the stuff of dreams. You are a dream, a utopia, a castle floating in the sky, but deep down, you know this utopia is held up by something less pleasant. It would slip into your mind during unit on world issues in 3rd grade. You see a news report on some terrible event during Christmas morning just as you got a new box set of books. How can all these things exist in the world at once? It's just too much for you to process. When you were a child, you loved how biology gave you categories for everything. The world was impossibly huge, and yet all of life could slot comfortingly into labeled rows and columns in your mind. As you grew, you realized things were never quite so simple, and yet deep down, some part of you remained convinced that it was just a matter of finding a new system, a more complex method of organization. Then finally, all the other pieces would fall into place. Or maybe not. Maybe at each fork in the road, you had parted ways with a better Amy Lim, one who was braver, one who could face the world's problems head on. Perhaps in another lifetime. Perhaps another lifetime you could have chosen to fulfill other callings. But for now, you steel your resolve. In this universe, you must trust in the Amy you've chosen to be, at least for today. I need to do that, to be honest. A transmission of unique quality, a strand of beauty linking you and I. How intimate, how lucky. So for now, let us dive deeper. Connection complete. So much dialogue this episode. This game has a lot of dialogue. There's an option in the settings to skip the dialogue. I could never. Long ago, a meteorite containing Chondromida's genetic ancestors fell into the ocean not far from here. Extraterrestrial life. It acts as a nuclear fusion generator like a miniature sun. Helps us explain why Sephonie is so biologically dense. Under normal circumstances, cave-like X beyond the small bits of energy that filter in from the outside world. Some bat guano here or waterborne plant debris there, but thanks to Chondromida's warm fusion glow, Sephonie can sustain a much more vital ecosystem. So life evolved independently on some other rock out there, hurtling through space. Strange to think of the long sequence of events that led to it being here now, embedded in this ecosystem. Instead of hurting you, fusion cells will now grant you a temporary speed boost. Collect a chain of 3 or more fusion cells, and you can perform a super dash in midair. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there is where we shall end. So that's where we're going to be ending the video. I haven't edited this video yet, but I'm sure this video is going to be probably the longest video yet. So thank you so much for sticking through this extremely long video. It's 4 in the morning. I'm about to go wash off my makeup and I'm going to pass the heck out because I have to do stuff today. Today's technically my day off of streaming, Monday and Tuesday. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, evening, night, whatever it is for you. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe or leave it a thumbs up if you haven't already. And have a really good night. Goodbye, everybody.